See, when I'm playing tank Chou, I don't need waves that bad. It doesn't matter. Like look at Alice gold. She has 500 more gold than me, even though we have a 3K gold lead. It doesn't matter when I'm playing like tank sides. Tank sides don't need too much gold, right? They're not splitting that much. They're rotating a bunch, trying to win team fights. So because I'm playing a tank Chou, I don't rely on my items. I rely more on my kit. So I can give my gold to Ling. Now look at Ling's gold. Ling has 85, almost 8,500 gold, right? And Lance has 5,600, 5,700. Ling almost has 3K more gold than Lance because I'm just giving him most of my farm because I'm just getting farm from assists or just roaming with other people. So when I'm playing tank Chou, I don't need the Ling gold that much because Ling can just take it all if he wants. I just have to be more than our tank so that our tank gets more gold from the roam item. Let's go. Alright, so they banned Matilda this time when we had first pick because they realized the first game even Matilda wasn't a good idea because Shark did a lot of work with the Matilda after that first win. We have first pick. We actually first picked the Chou this time because we want to do tank Chou and not damage Chou. Especially now that they picked Esme because damage Chou is unplayable versus Esme. Well, not unplayable, but it's very annoying to go versus Esme with it. Now we picked the Farsa Lunox here because Lunox hard counters Esme. And, you know, the Farsa pick because they didn't ban it this time. Then they got Cheng-Yi. Honestly, that Cheng-Yi pick was probably the most questionable thing in this draft. They should have went for either their Hyper, like a YSS again, because it worked really well. Or they should have went for, like, X-Borg. Or not even X-Borg, but just, like, another side lane. I don't think they need to prioritize the mage. Unless they really wanted to force that Popol Cheng-Yi combo. But honestly, the best thing they should have done here was pick YSS because we just banned it right away. Hello Eldus, hello Vic. They banned the Haya. Makes sense. That's what we won the first game with, so I see why they banned it. And then I don't remember what we banned here. Lapu, good ban. So they can't, because that's probably one of the best fighters right now. Lapu. They went with the Lance pick to try and take it out of Carlos, but this Ling is still up. And we went Lolita to counter the Cheng-A. So honestly, we had a really good draft so far. I think this draft went really well for us, and they did it bad as well. 1 for now, right? Yeah, this is the third game. This is when it's 1 for 1. This is the third game, so it's 1 for 1 at the current time right here. And then they picked Esme last pick, which is very... Well, actually, no, they last picked the fucking Alice, which is surprising. What's up, the Roger Band? Very annoying hero. He can get a kill and capitalize it. He capitalized off of that really easily. He can snowball a 1v9 pretty hard. It's just a very annoying hero to go against, especially in this whole War Axe meta. The last pick, Alice, wasn't a good idea, in my opinion, versus a Lunox. But they did it anyways. So basically, Lunox counters both their side laners as of right now. Since I'm going versus Alice, I know I can clear her wave quite faster than she clears mine. So I clear that wave quick, and I go straight to mid to try and get that mid crab. They have to give it up because it's just Popol and Cheng-Yi versus 4 of us. So they give it up. And then Lunox isn't gonna do much versus Esme. Esme's gonna do anything to her. They're both gonna heal. Nothing happens there. Some poke going out mid lane. Nothing much though. See, I know they're coming down here now because I see them rotating from mid and I hear Lance. I hover over Lance in the jungle and I heard his skills. So now that I know they're all coming down here, I judge that, okay, if they're all 4 down here, there's no way I'm defending this and living. So I just go straight mid instead to clear the mid wave. Me and Apple are here. So we clear the mid wave and we get a few hits off of the mid tower. So right now, they got tower before we did, right? But we still have a gold lead. Probably because of the kill as well. So now we get top tower. And some gold. But even though they got the turtle and we got top tower, we're still even gold, and we have a little bit more ahead of us. Probably because of the kill, but they got 2 objectives, we got 1, and we're still even, so it's fine right now. Even if they got that turtle. They're trying to fight a little bit, we just know that we're not level 4 here, so they're not trying to fight anything. Carlos also needs his blue buff, so he backs off to get that. I'm kind of just vibing around. This was really good rotation from me. I came in from bot. You know, I didn't clear bot wave because I know it'd be a waste of time. Alice went back to go bot wave. I could have cleared it, but I didn't. Alice went back to go clear it. But then it gave me time to go all the way up, cut through their jungle, and counteract on them trying to force this tower here. Because they tried to force it and hit it for some gold. So I go all the way around through their jungle, and then I force Chang'e to flicker here because I'm going to try to kick her. But since she flickered, Ling just went on her immediately, and then ults. And then she's dead. I still have my kick here, so I haven't used it yet. Lance walks up in front of me. I kick Lance right away, stall out my kick, and he doesn't have any more dashes. But he kills me, but we get the Lance. So I think, like, that entire rotation was really good from my part. And then the follow-up from the team made that play really nice. Now we went on Alice here, a little bit of a freestyle. A little bit of, let's replay that real quick. A little bit of a freestyle kick on the Alice right there. She couldn't even flicker. She's just dead. Once more. Fucking rewind that shit the third time. Freestyle. And then we get this tower. I honestly thought... See, like, I saw their Esme mid lane, right? And then their Lance showed mid lane. I thought completely that we could dive this right here. Because we know Popol didn't have flicker because he used the top lane, right? I think it was completely doable to dive this. But Carlos was playing like a pussy, and he didn't want to. So then with the low HP Popol and the Chang'e with no flicker as well, he just backs off instead of diving on it. Because now their team's here. Now their team's here, so now he should back off. But 100%, I feel like we could have dived there. If he didn't go for that gold crab instead. I should try that clip to Carlos, because Carlos bitched me out for going for a gold crab instead of fucking rotating. Look at that. I'm gonna tell him that. But aside from that, we are still even on gold. Objectives too, kind of. We got one tower, they got one tower. Carlos tries to force a pick on the Popol of all times now on his own with him not being low on HP at all. So he has to force his ult to get out of there. He gets out, barely. Alice tries to go in on the Farsa. No success to that. She didn't even use her Purify. We're trying to get position in top lane here to try and force it. We kind of have to give it to them because Carlos is clearing his jungle. I'm nowhere nearby, and Apple had to recall, so he gave that top tower. We try to force bot here again. I will be honest, I did kick a little early. I could have kicked later. I thought Carlos would come here faster, but he kind of hesitated there. You can see he's glitching to the wall a little bit. So Alice just kind of flickered out after Shark tried to ult her. Doesn't matter though, we got the tower, but they got mid tower though. Kind of not worth the trade. They have a 1k gold lead as of now, even though we have more kills. But during the team fight, I think we have a better team fight. Now I go on the Lance here. I don't have my kick yet still because he's on an Alice. So like you see me stand still here. I still don't have my kick yet. If you see on the left hand side of the screen, you can see there's no green circle by my character. So I kind of stand there like a retard for like 2 seconds until I finally my kick just now pops and I kick the Lance. Charlotte kills her. And then Esme purifies out. 1 HP Esme, but Carlos gets out, so it's fine. So that's an 0 for 1 trade, but they got the tower. Still fine though, because now we even out the gold with that kill somehow. They're trying to force on Farsa here. Good ult from Shark. Forces the flicker. Popol has no flicker now. We get this mid crab. Good vision. Good move speed. I get rid of Popol traps. I just dash through him. He can't do anything about it. So I'm perma-zoning, basically. Nothing he can do. Now this fight, I kind of did jack shit until the end. Because I kind of got zoned off and I was kind of low. The Lance kind of tried forcing hard. They didn't go on the Farsa surprisingly, even though he just stood still and ulted. Then Carlos just wipes out their backline on Lance. I kind of zoned the fucking Alice from going in here. Then I kicked her so my teammates could get on her. Farsa stun, chain CC from Alita as well. I'm a tank, so it doesn't matter. I won't get bursted by the Alice. She's not that fed yet. And then I kick her and we live. So that was a good trade. No, it was 3 for none, and we got turtle. So that was kind of like one of the best winning trades right there. And then I do believe we forced this mid tower, and Jero died for it because he has no. No, he did have Purify. shorter CD than I thought. And we got the mid tower. He should have just gave it earlier. Anywho, continuing on from that. Carlos wanted to force this for some fucking reason. When I'm like 1 HP and he's by himself right there. Big brain. But then we finally, after us yelling at him enough to finally back off, he did back off. And we play more safe until the next objective. Questionable Popel to face check this because I know he doesn't. Oh, he actually did have flicker, but it's just a free kick for me. He bought immortality there. He shouldn't have bought the immortality. He wasted it. He was gonna die anyway. But it was a free pick. Good kick for me right there. I literally just walked straight up through our jungle and got him because he tried to face check without his trap for some reason. Like he didn't even put the trap down yet. He just walked up to it and then he just died because I kicked him. And then elite the shield, block the Chang eel. Really good Chang block right there. And that was kind of just a free pick. We forced the top tower off of that one. Carlos did back off. They could have defended this, but they didn't know if Carlos was here or not. He could have just been hiding. You don't know that when you're playing on A77 side. So we got that tower for free. Then we backed off here. I canceled my recall because I thought Lance was going to go on the Lunox, but he didn't. So then I started recalling again. Then I go back bot lane. See, when I'm playing tank Chou, I don't need waves that bad. It doesn't matter. Like look at Alice gold. She has 500 more gold than me, even though we have a 3k gold lead. It doesn't matter. When I'm playing like tank sides don't need too much gold, right? They're not splitting that much. They're rotating a bunch trying to win team fights. So because I'm playing a tank Chou, I don't rely on my items. I rely more on my kit. So I can give my gold to Ling. Now look at Ling's gold. Ling has 85, almost 8,500 gold, right? And Lance has 5,600. 5,700. Ling almost has 3k more gold than Lance because I'm just giving him most of my farm because I'm just getting farm from assists or just roaming with other people. So when I'm playing tank Chou, I don't need the Ling gold that much because Ling can just take it all if he wants. I just have to be more than our tank so that our tank gets more gold from the roam item. So I can just perma rotate. Good set from Shark here. Popel surprisingly didn't flicker with that elite ult. I know the Chang'e did. So Chang'e has no flicker now, so it's a free for Carlos. He just goes straight in on the Chang'e and the Popel. Kills the Alice. She didn't have flicker either because she used it to get away. Wait, she flickered into the wall. Wait, I just realized Alice flickered to nothing. She died and flickered. Yeah, she flickered and still died. It was such a late flicker. Then, for some reason, this Lance tries to walk up to clear his blue. Don't look at the Lord, look at the Chou on the map with me right there. He tries to walk up to clear his blue. He fails. And I just kick him back to our teammate. Now you can't even see it because it's the fucking bottom left corner here. But right here, I kicked the Lance. Can you see it if he goes back to main screen? Yeah, I kicked the Lance. You can see that, the little blip on the screen. Because he tried to clear the blue. And that was good. No, I did not buy roam item. I'm just playing tank side lane. I don't buy roam item tank side lane. Anywho, continuing on from that. We're waiting for the Lord here. Shark good zone. You know, he's gonna think he's gonna make them think he's gonna ult and flicker and shit, right? So they're gonna stay back because none of them have flicker at all. Now they're all trying to stack top lane here to get rid of the Lord because they don't want to lose a high ground because it's not 12-minute Lord, so they can try to defend it maybe. So then I dash over the wall. They don't really have any CC besides Popel. So even as I get CC by Popel, I ignore him and I just kick the Chang'e and they can't stop me because none of them have CC besides Popel. So Chang'e dies because when I kick her, Farsa just ults her and hits her with her ult. And then Shark with the beautiful 3-man stun on the Popel, Esme, and Alice. Or no, Lance, Popel, and Alice. Right there, 3-man stun. Beautiful. Alice suppresses, so she lives. Lance kills Shark, and Carlos is extremely low. But we got the rest of their front line. But then Marcuti here with his Lance kills me, Yuna, and Carlos, I believe. But Apple's still tower locked, and we ended the game. That was game 3.